Okay, so I'm going to show you how I attached the lights to the canopy I built. So we're going to go up top, and if you see, that's the top of my canopy. I left it open so I can get gases and air and everything and heat to dissipate out the top. See if I can get a little further back there. That's the top. And what I did was, here are the two main light strips. One, two. That's the Orbit Marine Pro that came with the kit. You get two of these. You get the power unit. You get the control unit, the remote control, and the cables. I added this blue strip, and this is also a blue strip, and these are just inexpensive ones, although they do seem to pack a lot of power. Got these off of eBay. And by the way, I also did get this Marine Pro system used off of eBay at a very reasonable price. And they come with, if you can see down there, this metal bar that holds them together and in place. And let's go over to here underneath. I bought some washers and a longer screw. And basically, I just screwed this up into the wood pillar on all two there and down there, two there. That holds these two strips up to the top of my canopy. And I slid these in between the wood and the metal bar. And basically, that is just how my lighting system is held in place. It's screwed in. And then these two are just slid in between. I'm going to lift this up so you can get one more quick look at it from the inside. Simple as that. Okay. Okay, so now let's talk about the lighting on my coral reef tank. The main lights I have are the Orbit Marine Pro LEDs. Orbit Marine Pro comes, I think, at least my kit came with two strips. And they have, if you can see, metal brackets that hold them in place. You can adjust them to make them closer or further apart. And I have them about, well, a few inches apart. Front and back, gives a nice coverage for my tank. But also what I decided to do was add two more strips of blue LEDs to the system. And I put them in the middle. And what that does, it gives me the ability to turn down the intensity of the white light and leave up higher the intensity of the blue light. In my opinion, that gives it a better color in your tank. It grows less algae on your glass and on your rocks and even on your corals. I've experimented for a year with different settings on the lights. And I think right now it's about a premium. My corals are growing great. I have very, very little extra growth from lighting anywhere. In fact, pretty much none. A little bit that everybody gets on a glass that you just got to scrape off every once in a while. But that's about it. So that's my system. And I'm going to go into detail on it now. Again, this is Orbit LED Pro. And 1 and 2 strips I added of extra LEDs. And that lights my reef. Okay, so now we'll go into detail on the system. Okay, here's the control system for my lights. This is the Orbit Marine Pro Ramp Timer Pro. It comes with the light system. What this does is enable you to completely control your lighting. For example, you can change the intensity of the lights. You can change the amount of time they're on during the day. You can change how long the sunrise and sunset settings are if you even use them. You can change how long the moonlight is going to be if you use that. So what I'm going to do is tell you about the settings on my tank. I have a 15-minute sunrise, which means the blue lights alone come on at a low intensity and gradually get stronger for 15 minutes until they reach their full intensity. The same with the white and other colored lights. They will come on at a lower intensity even than the blue lights and slowly ramp up till they hit the intensity that I have them set up at the max. In reverse, it'll be a sunset and it'll be a 15-minute ramp down. So the lights will slowly dim down till the intensity you set them at. Now, what I have them to go off at night is all the white lights, in fact, all the lights except for the blue lights will dim down and shut off. Then I will have 4 hours of blue lights only, giving me a moonlight effect, only at a low intensity, about 10%. While they're on during the day, I have the blue lights, all of the blue lights, set at 100%, and the white lights set at 33%. And I've experimented again many times with many different settings. This seems to work the best for my system. The corals grow really good under this particular setting, and I don't get any unwanted growth either. So here we have the remote control for the system too. I just wanted to show that. So I'm going to go over this one more time. You see the lights now, they are at my current during the day, everyday setting. They're 33% for all the lights except for the blue. The blue lights are at 100%. And that gives me this color here in my tank. It's looks great. The corals grow great. And I have settled on this setting. Again, I'm going to go over this one more time. I have Orbit Marine Pro system. 2 strips. White lights set at 33%. The blues set at 100%. But the blues aren't very strong in these lights. It's just a mixture of lights. It has a decent look, but I like a much bluer effect. And also, I think the blue lights cause less algae growth. So I added 2 more blue strips here. Inexpensive. I bought them off of eBay. Couldn't have been more than like 30 bucks or something like that. And hooked them directly up to my same system. So everything is hooked up to the one control ramp timer. And the way I hooked that up, I'll keep it on here. The ramp timer, which is this piece here, has 2 lines coming out of it. It has a line for the blue lights and a line for the other lights. Each one can be individually controlled. That's why I can set the blue lights at 100% and all the other lights at 33%. I also got a cable a splitter, basically. And basically what it does is it splits the cable coming out of the control unit into more attachments, which is why I can add these lights onto the blue line and still use the same timer. I just went online and bought a splitting cable. The power system seems to have no problem powering all this stuff. It's been up for a year and a half almost, and never an issue. So that's my lighting system on my coral reef tank. Any questions, feel free to message me, and have a good day.